All right, welcome back, everyone. Last heat of the day, straight into it. Bodyboarding in red, getting a roll, a little bit of a backwash assisted roll, type forward spin in the pocket there. And let's see what he does at the end here. Can he find another roll? And yes, he can. Good combination there from Bodyboarding. Benji Taviani in yellow, that is his rival competitor, and it looks like he is straight up and riding as well.
Out the back, forward spin. Oh, getting hung up. How strong was Bodie's wave? But he is hungry out there. He's progressed so much in the last few years, and I'm noticing it. Definitely know. You're getting a bit chilly over there, Joey.
Yeah, there's wind starting to cool me down a little bit.
That wind chill. Look at this. Here's a replay. Sun's gone down behind point danger. Forward spin and one more at the end for Bodie's first wave. He is hungry, and he's comp surfing's just next level now. So good to see. It's going to put him out in front. We're still waiting for the scores to drop. Benji's score has dropped.
Yeah, I've only ever had one heat with Bodie, but he knocked me out. I forget what it was,
really?
but
Yeah.
he would have been 16, 17 at the time, and he was just ripping back then and
just hungry.
ripping
hey?
now. Yeah, one of those memorial events. But yeah, real good young bodyboarder, and it's yeah, good to see when the groms start to keep you on your toes, and yeah.
Excellent competition surfer. Yeah, he's just makes the most of every wave, just squeezing everything out of it. And that's what's making him such a amazing competitive surfer. There we go, 6.5.
Very good start, solid combination for him. And watching the end of the last heat, it didn't seem like we were seeing many, but just straight away, Bodie's into a nice little combination there, finding two projected rolls and a tight, techie forward spin in the pocket.
Now, this is our last quarterfinal for the day, guys. Big thanks to everybody for watching, and big thanks to Joey Morton, mate. I'm going to shake your hand right now. It's my first time working with Joey, and he probably hates me because I get so pumped and always like yell in the microphone over the top of him. But I've had a ball working with him. I love the guy. What a legend!
No, thank you, Dave. It's been great. It's been great commentating with you today, and yeah, we've had fun. We'll be back again tomorrow. And
back again, mate. Looking forward to it. And hopefully we get a little wave in. I'm not sure. We were pretty frothing earlier when we seen some waves coming through Lovers, but I'm not that frothy at the moment.
Yeah, no, my froth kind of diminished a little bit, along with the swell in the corner there.
Yeah. It's such a beautiful spot, you know. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and make sure you guys come down and visit the Gold Coast. Amazing hospitality and tourism down here with some of the best theme parks in the world. The world famous Surfers Paradise and the world famous surfing reserve at Snapper Rocks, the Super Bank, and many other attractions down here. So if you're coming, make sure you come and check out the Mantra down here on the Gold Coast. Beautiful place to stay, and all the places that this place has to offer. Up and riding. Benji,
unfortunately, giving away his priority on that one, which didn't really offer him much, but
look at this one.
Bodie's having a look straight away.
Glider in red. Trying to scoop around that section. Looking for an end bowl. Not bad. Nice little pop off the top of that one for Benji. Bodie, sorry, not Benji.
They're two tricky names.
It's getting late in the day.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot, guys, if you can't tell. Yeah, here's his replay. Look at that. Just kind of, it was there, kind of shut down on him, and yeah, not giving much. And talk us through this one.
Okay, here's Bodyboarding's wave. He's been surfing so good today. Scooping around that one, it was like, had to race around that section. It had a long section on it, but he could see that end bowl at the end, and I think he worked it really well with a nice little invert pop out into the flats on that one from Rider in red. Bodyboarding currently out in first position with a total score of 11.
Yeah, good first two waves in the first 5 minutes of this heat. Looks like a set's coming. Is Benji Taviani going to be in position to have a go at this? It doesn't look like it's offering too much anyway, just closing down there. A few sets rolling through. Looks like a fair bit of east in the direction, which I think is good for D-Bar. I don't know too much about the wave, but it's...
I think, yeah, I'm not too sure either. I know it doesn't like the north. It looks like it's east or north swell direction, and that's what sort of makes it a bit straight, unfortunately. I know the wind is turning like northwest tomorrow, and there may be a hint of north in it now. I think it said it was east-southeast, but it can affect that swell direction clearly. You can see it's a little bit straighter. We've still got that same direction of east-southeast swell tomorrow. And if that wind starts coming from the west, hopefully helps generate some ramps, and at least with the westerly wind, we'll have some nice clean faces for the guys, a nice work platform for the guys to perform some manoeuvres on.
Yeah, that's it. And considering we've run over what we intended today means basically all the heats tomorrow are going to be in that offshore, which is going to be good. Good for the final day, all centered around the low tide as well. So they're going to have many more options of where they can sit. So as long as this swell sticks around, I think we're going to be on.
Yeah, I think, hopefully it won't be as challenging conditions, and that's all we got to pray for, that it's, they're saying a minute decrease, but hopefully we don't, the decrease is that small that we don't notice it. You never know. Stranger things have happened. They've said, the charts will sometimes say that there's a decrease and you'll actually see an increase the next day. It has happened before, and let's just hope that happens tomorrow and we see some crystal clear ramps out here tomorrow for the semi-finals and finals, and we see some of the most amazing bodyboarding has to offer for the next generation of juniors and cadets out there in the water. Ryder in yellow having a look.
Yeah, look at this. We've got Benji Taviani taking off, setting a line. It looks like it's going to stand up and give him a little ramp. Nice roll there, stomps that down and kicks out with a little hair flick.
Very nice.
That'll be his first scoring wave. But Bodie's just really stamped it down so far. That nice little invert tweak that he did, giving him a 4.5. He'll be looking to get rid of that score.
And his first wave with the 3-wave combination on it as well was definitely strengthened his lead with just over 18 minutes remaining. Still plenty of time. Anything can happen. Bodie's looking pretty strong out there, but...
Here we go, paddling onto this. Let's see what he can do. Setting his line, looking like he's just going to go one move here. I don't think that's going to add to his scores. Kicking out quickly.
Here's a quick little replay of Benji's wave. Looking for something to offer down there, down the line. Going for the roll off the top. Not a bad little roll for Ryder in yellow. Benji putting his score on the board with a 3.33. And here's Bodie's replay. Looking for a roll, pushing real hard on that one. You can tell there wasn't much power on the wave, but completed that roll nonetheless. Ryder in red, Bodie Huggin currently out in the lead with 17.5 minutes remaining. Sitting right out in front with a total score of 11. And Benji Tavanini needs a 7.68 to jump into the lead. He's going to need to drop some big scores. It's Bodie's already pushed right out in front. It's going to be pretty tricky.
Yeah, we've got the winner of the last heat, Ocean McKenzie, just coming in to join us. Excuse us as we get sorted for a second. Grab a seat, Ocean. We'll get this microphone set up for you. Oh, hang on, your fins are kind of tangled up in it. Oh, shit. Oh, language. No, I'm kidding. Well done, Ocean, mate. That was a great heat. How you feeling?
Oh, I felt like an arsehole, eh? Taking that left from him.
Mate, it's competition surfing priority. You got to do it.
You got to use it to your advantage, definitely.
For sure.
He would have done the same to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but no, yeah, well done. It was smart surfing.
I don't think there's anything rude about it. Like Joe is saying, it is smart surfing. You have to use the priority system to your advantage. Whether it be good or bad, it's there for a reason, and it's fair for everyone. Everybody's in the same position, so you shouldn't feel bad about it at all. You definitely use it to your advantage. But I don't think it took anything away. Your waves definitely showed the scores. It had nothing to do with the priority. It was your surfing that put you in that first position. Yep. And your timing, talking to Joey through your heat, your timing hitting the lip is pretty flawless. You've been very, very consistent today, and just how you scoop and where you hit the lip and in your particular timing and hitting the lip, you've been pretty on point, pretty focused with that. And I reckon, I'm no judge, but I'm reckoning that's what's helped you, just your timing and hitting the lip. It's been very crucial. Getting under the lip and also landing cleanly has made a big difference. It's been great surfing, great to watch. So congratulations, Ocean McKenzie.
Thank you.
The winner of the quarterfinal Heat 3, and you'll be progressing through tomorrow to the finals. Me and Joe have been talking. We've been checking the charts. They're saying it might be a slight decrease, but the charts are never right. That's my personal joke. I've always wanted to be a weatherman when I was in high school, because the weatherman gets paid to be wrong all the time. Yeah. So let's hope that's the case, because stranger things have happened. We may see a little bit of an increase, but nonetheless, we're going to see some beautiful clean conditions tomorrow when all the semi-finals and finals are going to be commencing tomorrow. So we'll have some nice clean conditions for everyone to compete, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the semi-finals and finals. Anything
Sounds
you'd
good.
like to ask Ocean, Joey?
Or anything you want to say to people watching you, supporting you?
Oh, thank you to all my sponsors and stuff. Like, I wouldn't be here probably without them.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mentioned those
Unreal.
guys. So you got your stealth boards.
Yep. Stealth boards, the gyro wetsuits, and D5 bodyboard shop, which literally has everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out
For
to
sure.
the boys down in Newey. And thanks for looking after Ocean here. We're very, very happy to have him on board. Just a quick replay of that last wave there of Bodie, who's still sitting out in the lead, looking for the lip. Going for air rev off the top. Not bad. Not bad. Not many of them have been completed today, especially on the top of the tide.
Yeah, well, that was unreal, real
That was
stylish.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about that one?
That's like, I don't even know what to say. That was like,
That's
that was
what-
pretty good.
I keep telling everyone they're actually really hard manoeuvres. Like I don't think they get scored. In most heats, I don't think they get scored enough, depending on how they're applied. But they can be quite tricky, especially in challenging conditions like this. And good on Bodie for attempting one and completing it. But here he is, guys. Ocean Mackenzie, winner of the quarterfinal, Heat 3. We're very happy to have him in the tent. And what an absolute legend. It's a privilege to have you up here. We're very stoked to come up this year to compete in this event. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the semi-finals.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Well
Yeah,
done.
congrats, Ocean. See you tomorrow.
Sweet.
Thanks, bro. Wow, definitely a bit of action during that interview, which maybe we can catch a few more replays in the next lull and go through them because I think we had a bit of an exchange. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going
your fins.
to talk us through Bodie's one. Look, this was a different one. Just waited for the roll. And we got another one coming. Here we go. This is the one, and it looks like it's come through at a 6.93. Real nice reverse hack just out of that bowl. A little bit of pop there and lands it really cleanly. Bodie just surfing so well. And then this is Benji's next one. Look at this. Launches a roll out of that. Nice, clean. That's his best wave so far.
Yeah, right. Okay, there we go. And big scores on the board, Joey. Hey, like look at him way out in front, 6.93 and a 6.5. Total score of 13.43. That's a pretty big score. And Benji's got some chasing to do with just around 12 and a half minutes remaining.
Yeah. Wow, Bodie really surfing so well. And probably some of the highlights of the day has been some of Bodie's waves, just with how technical he is and just how much his bodyboarding skill has grown over the last few years. And that reverse hack just then was really a cherry on top of his performance today, and he was rewarded well for it.
Definitely, Joe, and it is something that I've definitely noticed with him competing in the previous events. He's just progressed so far, even in the last 12 months. He's just such a strong competitor. Bodie Huggins definitely going to be one to watch out for tomorrow morning when we tune in and watch the Rising Series. Here's the replay of Benji's wave.
No, sorry, Benji, yeah. Just then, little roll then. Looking to back up a 3.33.
Not a bad roll.
Not a bad roll, but I think he'll be getting out there. What's he looking for? 9.21. Bodie's really got him in a tricky situation right now.
There's been some 10-point rides here at D-Bar. Maybe not on the high tide with onshore winds, but anything is possible. Here we go, rider in red. Bodie's looking at this one again. He's just picking them off one by one. Look at this section. Oh, what was that?
Big roll, but not able to hold on to that. Nice section. He really let the wave lift him up before flicking that around, but must have got a bit caught up in the landing there. Just non-stop. Here we go. Let's have a look at this replay, Dave.
All right, here he is, a rider in red, Bodie. Nice section here, nice ramp, projected over the top. Maybe a little bit too forced on the projection, but it just had that funny angle on it. It was he was scooping back the wave, the angle of the wave. It was a little bit tricky. Maybe he needed to give it that little bit of an extra push to get out in the flats, but unfortunately just got hung up on that one. But not to worry, because he's definitely secured his first position with 10 and a half minutes remaining. And definitely one to watch out tomorrow for the IBC Rising Series. City of Gold Coast Future Pros. Make sure everybody you tune in and watch me and Joey tomorrow bring you all the live action for the semi-finals and finals tomorrow here down at D-Bar. It's going to be pumping. The winds are going to be offshore. It's going to be mint. Make sure you all tune in tomorrow and check out the action.
That's it. Tell your friends. Share it around. Get as many people as you can that love bodyboarding, supporting bodyboarding, because that's what makes the sport grow. And And yeah, really helps. So appreciate all the love and support we've been receiving today. And as well, appreciate all of these brands here. City of Gold Coast, Inverted Bodyboarding, Dan Leyshon, Sun Zapper, Pride, Lids Bodyboarding, Amazon Power, Sai, U Riding, Surf Lakes, and Mantra on Salt Beach. Big love to all of you. Up and riding.
Benji, nice forward spin there, looking for something else down the line. Rider in yellow, just kicking out the back of that one with the wave losing a bit of steam at the end, unfortunately.
Yeah, just sitting a bit deeper down there, looking for those rights. Smooth forward, using that leg to get it around. And yeah, you see a bit of frustration on Goshrie's face just there.
He's got a tough heat with Bodie. Bodie's just been kicking goals. And he's, like as we've been saying, he's going to be one to keep an eye on tomorrow morning. Hopefully the guys get a good bit of rest tonight, rehydrate and recharge for tomorrow morning. And everybody out there, make sure you get out, get an early surf, and tune in around 7:30 tomorrow morning. Put it on your big screen at home, Chromecast it to your TV, to your big screen, and watch this spectacular action provided by the guys at Absolute Streaming. These guys are doing a super duper job with all their camera gear and tech sitting here behind the scenes, making this magic come live to you on your devices and TVs at home.
And that's it. It's Bodie's just giving a little signal to the beach marshal. Kind of gets a bit trickier to hear when this onshore wind kicks in, as it kind of blows the sound back away from the riders, rather than in the mornings the sounds on the offshore winds getting blown out to them and they can hear it a bit better. But not to stress at all, Bodie. You're sitting in a pretty comfortable position at the moment. But it's always good to know where you are.
That's right. He could there's 8 minutes remaining, but I'm going to say he could almost paddle in now. I don't want to take anything from Benji. I shouldn't say that, actually. Anything could happen.
Yeah, don't count Benji Taviani out. He didn't.
No, he's in this position for a reason, He's got this far today.
Yeah, all the way to the quarters. Been surfing really well. Benji, been in here, actually. We had a little interview with him earlier in the day.
He won one of his heats, and he's done well to get this far in this amazing event with such a strong field. He's obviously here for a reason in this top 8 competitors. Well earned.
Yeah, well done there, Benji. See, having a look there, deciding not to go.
He's an absolute dude, and he may be a little bit younger than Bodie. I don't know. He looks smaller than Bodie. Bodie's a pretty big young man.
Yeah.
And Bodie might have a year or two on him. We don't know. So there's still a very bright future for Benji, and there's clearly a reason why he's up in this quarterfinal at the end of today in day 1 of the Rising Series IBC City of Gold Coast Future Pros.
Yeah, that's it. I do know Bodie. I think he said he was 17, nearly 18, so he's on
18 in December, maybe.
He's on the older end of the spectrum here, which is cool, because some of these guys, they get to that age and then they'll be too old, so next year they won't be in there, and it opens the floor up to the next guys coming through, and then there's already guys like Hardy Fletcher, 12 years old, is going to be around for a long time to come, and I'm sure he probably could win a couple of these over the next 6 years.
Definitely. He's still got a long way to go before he's technically opens. He's probably competing in opens already, Hardy, it doesn't surprise me. And not taking anything away from Benji and all the other competitors, even the cadets and Groms, these guys, definitely keep an eye out for them. There's a reason why they're getting into these semi-final positions, even though they are young, they've got a long way ahead of them, but to progress their careers and their skills, hone their skills.
Yeah. Real cool to see growth, bodyboarding growth, and my first time being at this event, so it's amazing to see. There's always Grom events at the Memorial Comps and Box Fest and whatnot, but having a full focused Grom event with live stream with this amount of support is really good.
Really good, yeah, and especially and just not just for the kids, for the parents as well, because they know that there's something that their kids are passionate about, and it gives them a great opportunity to come up and visit such a spectacular place as the Gold Coast and compete in an amazing event that's got a live stream on tap for them, so they can go back and watch it, and they can go, okay, I can see what I can see how I won that heat, or I can see what I've done wrong there, and they can go back and rewind it, and they can hone their skills for the next year. And the live stream is just a big bonus to have for events like this, I think, especially for the young competitors, or for all competitors, really.
Yeah, yeah. Even to go back and analyse your heat, you can see what you did, see what you could have done, strategically, skill-wise. Like, there's so many aspects to it, and yeah, they'll be loving it. It's always cool. I remember as a Grom, like, if you ever did a comp with a live stream, you'd be frothing to go back and watch your heat that night.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully watch more than one heat back if you're making it through a couple.
Not even when I was a Grom, if someone was standing on the beach, did you get that? Did you get that? And that was only last year.
Yeah, that's still happening. Hey, man, you didn't happen to get my 360, did you? Funny stuff. Yeah, really cool.
There's a bit of swell coming through. Tide's definitely filled right in there.
Yeah.
With only 4 minutes remaining, we're going to be wrapping up this day for the day one of the Rising Series. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Joey. We're going to start winding up this with the rider in red, looking for another nice reverse Bodie hugging. That was pretty nice. He was right down the beach there. Let's check out the replay for that one, because it looked like he had good momentum on that one. Let's have a look.
Such a technical bodyboarder. Look at him just setting up that line, knowing exactly what he wants to do, and just popping that really technically good reverse hack off that lip. And
not the biggest wave, but that was pretty smooth, hey? That was good. And like I've always said, they're actually pretty tricky manoeuvres, especially in challenging fuller waves. And good on him. Like, for me, through my eyes, that's a pretty good wave. Even if the judges don't score it for it, I rate it myself,
Yeah, he's definitely got some local spot down near Byron Bay where he's just got those little right-hand bowls, and he's just whacking them off every day after school. So it's good to see him putting it to use here where it matters in a competition. And yeah, clearly he's refined that technique. That was actually really nice to watch. Real stylish as well.
I'll get it, me personally in a session, I'll get maybe 2 by the third one. Massive calf muscle cramps and my session's over. So Bodie's just got him on tap all day long. He's been out there serving multiple heats. Rider in yellow, Benji's up and riding. Nice roll off that one. Not a bad wave and good positioning. Forward spin. Riding it in. Is it going to offer anything else? The wave just tethered out that one. But not a bad 2 combo manoeuvres on that wave for Benji Taviani.
Yeah, keep him busy. Another very good bodyboarder from the Byron Bay area that I don't know if he's still getting out, but Winston McCall.
Well, he had his NMD board recently, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the replay for him.
Yeah, true. Getting his pro models around there, and yeah, cool. I wonder if him and Bodie ever share a few sessions together in that area.
And also the lead singer of Amity Affliction, we quite often see him out on the boog up on the sunny coast as well.
Yeah.
Another metal band from Australia, Parkway Drive and Amity Affliction. Both lead singers, metal singers, are solid bodyboarders. Like Winston's a charger, and so is the Amity Affliction singer.
Yeah, I forget his name right
Joel
now.
Joel Birch, is that him?
Is that it? Yeah.
I think so. Jolie. I see him out there all the time surfing at Watala. I've seen him up at Noosa shooting before. But it's cool to know that singers of such world famous heavy metal bands are lid riders. So proud.
That's it. Little replay there of a unsuccessful flip for Bodie Huggin. Not able to get that one around. Just not enough power on that section, but not to worry. Ticking down to the last minute of the day, guys. What a day it's been, and thanks so much for joining us. It's looking like Bodie's going to take this one out, and after this, we'll probably run a commercial, then do a quick wrap-up, and that'll be that until tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. New South Wales time. Perhaps it's the same. I don't know how all that works. I don't live near the border.
It's the same, yeah. So we've just confirmed it's the same. We've just over 30 seconds remaining. We're going to wrap it up for the day, and thank you, everybody, for watching. If you want to check out the scores and see where we're at for tomorrow, jump onto the Stacked app, and they will let you know our schedule for tomorrow and where everybody ended up in their placings. There we go. Benji on one. The beach marshals, the beach commentary seemed pretty impressed with that one. I could hear some yelling on the microphone down the beach. Let's see what the scores dropped for that. Not sure if it was completed, but pretty good way for Benji there.
Needs a 9.17, so even if he gets this flip here, I think he've tried to flip it around. I can't tell if he lands it or not from this angle, but I don't think it's going to be a 9.17.
There it is.
That's all she wrote.